Get up, get up, get up!
Yay.
I thought the white guy in the back was coming up next. But that's alright. What's your name, dude?
Token.
Token? Okay. What's going on with this piano? Boy, the way Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade. Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days. Yeah, I'm drunk. Hey, how you guys doing? Paula Datner, got your hair straightened, got your Jew fro straightened out. You can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery anymore. I gotta say, if you were just legs, I would totally rape you. Who was talking about me? Hey! I'm talking about that, what was it, a catcher or a football player that raped some 10-year-old boy? There was a news story recently that a priest molested a 16-year-old girl. I was like, wow, the Catholic Church is getting really progressive. 16, that's almost legal. Girl, not gay. That's pretty good. I think the problem is that priests aren't. It was only like the past couple centuries that priests haven't been allowed to have wives and have sex with women, but they should be. But you know, the next best thing. When you're a guy, your balls are just full of sperm every day. You have to. It has to unload. It has to, you know, be released somewhere. And the next best thing to women is a sexy little boy. I came up with a solution. I'm not just up here to like make fun of people. I have solutions to shit. You make it mandatory that every week a nun has to jerk off a priest. And people came up to me and they're like, oh, well, how would you keep track of this? How would this work? I'm like, you have a sign-out sheet, like that little initial sheet they have in public bathrooms, that public bathrooms are cleaned, like restaurants. That's how you go. Every priest has a sign-out sheet for his penis. And what else? We were talking about Evil Dead before. I sat around for Halloween and just watched horror movies. I watched Freddy vs. Jason, which I don't really think settled who would win a fight between Freddy and Jason. I definitely know, I don't know who would win a fight between Freddy and Jason, but I know who would win a debate. What the fuck was that? Are you guys upset? Did you guys have fun for Halloween? I always get upset that Halloween's over, because what do you have next week? Like, whatever, like fucking 2 weeks from now, Thanksgiving. Nobody gives a shit about Thanksgiving. It's sort of a like throwaway holiday. It's just the holiday in between Christmas and Halloween, where like the last time you get together with your family that you hate before you wake up early and go to Walmart and trample some old people for some sales. That's what I did. I did an open mic at Staten Island. There's a bunch of like rapper kids, and everyone freaked out when I said that nobody gives a shit about Thanksgiving. They almost like trampled the stage. That's why I'm glad that nobody's here. I feel safe up here right now. It's just 2 guys that hate white people and an Israeli lady. And my girlfriend who hates me. But that's all. That's awesome.
And a white guy hates white people.
And a white guy that hates me also, who wouldn't tell me his name for some reason. He's very ashamed of his existence. They don't make new movies anymore. They just make remakes and they don't make new music anymore either. They just rap over old 80s songs from the 80s. But they remade Nightmare on Elm Street. It was one of my favorite horror movies. And what I learned from the new, it's awesome that I can't see anyone in the back, it's so dark. What I learned from the new Nightmare on Elm Street movie is that if you're molested, if you find out that you and all your friends from preschool were molested by the creepy gardener, you never want to hear the phrase, you were his favorite. The other thing I learned was that Freddy Krueger hates it most when a kid can't keep a secret. It burns him up. I was so afraid of Freddy Krueger growing up that I had nightmares. Ironically, had nightmares for like a month after seeing Nightmare on Elm Street. My mom put a picture of Robert Englund, the actor, up in my room so that I wouldn't be afraid of Freddy Krueger anymore. And it worked. I'm not afraid of Freddy Krueger anymore. I am deathly afraid of Robert Englund. You don't want a picture of that guy in your room growing up. I did a study recently and I came up with a conclusion that if you're under 90 years old and you listen to classical music, you're only doing it to impress people and make them think you're like elite and fancy. And the study has a 0% margin of error. So, do you guys like music back there?
Yes.
If, no, someone said no. If the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Annex comes back to Manhattan, check it out. But don't try to steal anything from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Annex, because they'll catch you. I was walking out, and they're like, "Sir, what are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" I walked in with this. They're like, "Sir, you did not come in here wearing Prince's jacket from Purple Rain. There's no way." Like, "Sir, what's that around your neck?" I'm like, "This is my orthodontal headgear." Like, "Sir, that's Bob Dylan's harmonica. Put that back." "Sir, you did not ride in here on the motorcycle from Billy Joel's Uptown Girl video, wearing Madonna's Bullet Bra from Truth or Dare, and a Born in the USA jean jacket. There's no way you came in with that." So I was on the subway with my Grammy. I saw an ad for discreet abortions. It said, "Jennifer doesn't want anyone to know she got an abortion." But there's a picture of Jennifer in the ad. I hope no one rides that train. I hope her parents don't ride that train, is what I'm saying. I like to open things up in an abortion. I hate beer snobs. Anybody know any of those people?
Yeah.
Those are annoying. Like, I was drinking a Budweiser the other day, and my friend is like, he's like, "Too cool for that." I'm like, "Dude, you're drinking a Corona. Corona's not a fancy beer. That's just Budweiser poured through Mexican people's underpants." This is a weird night. This reminds me of the time I was at Universal Studios. I got stuck on the Philadelphia ride. Had to watch Tom Hanks get AIDS for 3 hours. Why do they even have a ride for that movie? People like get annoyed by my fucking hair. It's like, I'm sorry I don't have, you have to look at my ugly head. They're like, "Oh, you should shave your head, shave your head." Like, you know what? Some people don't look like Captain Picard with a shaved head. Some people look like an Anakin Skywalker. The end of Return of the Jedi, when they took the helmet off Darth Vader. And I was do-rag shopping on St. Mark's the other day. That's when I realized that everything old Chinese guys say to me sounds angry. I was like, "Is there a sale, like 3 for $5? Like, $3 each!" It's like, "Oh, calm down there, Mr. Miyagi." I went across the street to Japanese restaurant. I love to go to a Japanese restaurant and like mispronounce everything on the menu. I'm like, "I'll have the shit-take mushrooms and the miso soup," and the girl's like, "Miso, miso, like miso horny." Say bye back there. It's good when you say you want to like rape one of the people in the room. That's always awesome. What else is going on? I've been recently deemed too immature to hang out with a 3-year-old kid. That's good. We won't talk about that. Me and my girlfriend just got back from a Disney resort, and I love the love bugs. If you don't know what love bugs are, there is like a swarm of them, and they're just like these ladybugs that are fucking. They're in like pairs everywhere, and they're penetrating each other. And there's kids everywhere, so I'm like, what do you tell the kids when like they ask like what the love bugs are doing? You're like, "Oh, they're in love. They're holding hands." It's like, no, they're fucking. And out of all like the thousands of love bugs we saw, I saw one single love bug, and I felt bad for him. Like, what do you do when all your friends are hooking up and you're like the only single one? Like, it's hard. You're a love bug. You can't go on like plentyoffish.com and like type in a profile like, "I like long walks on the beach and candlelit dinners and fucking on this guy's sweater." My other favorite thing about Disney was the kids crying everywhere. I'm like, I wanted to grab the kids. There was like so many kids crying. I wanted to grab them by the head and shake them and be like, "Why are you crying? There are cartoon characters singing and dancing in the streets. It's not going to get any better for you. You think kindergarten's going to be like this, or college, or a shitty job?" I used to work in, everyone, It's funny because when you do comedy, like all the comedians like look at you like you're scum because you're a fucking garbage man. You have a day job, and all the garbage men look at you because you're scum and you fucking do comedy on your day off and don't make any money off it. I'm wondering, do I have to declare on my taxes the $25 I made doing comedy this year? It's great. It's great being hated from like all fucking sides. You back there, you probably think driving a garbage truck's easy, right? Do you know that if I take my eyes off the road for 30 to 40 seconds, I could kill someone? I worked with this colorblind guy recently, and he was really impatient. I was driving, and we were stuck at a light. The light changed. He's like, "Go, go! The light's not getting any grayer." What questions do you have about picking shit out of the garbage? Somebody threw away, this is not going to be funny, but it's really happened. Somebody threw away one of those fucking boards you get when you get like a 3-foot or a 6-foot sandwich. Somebody threw one of those away. You put like a $10 deposit on that. But he threw away like fucking $10. I wanted to ring their bell. It was like 7 in the morning. Like, do you know you could just bring this back and get $10, right? I'm going to throw it in the garbage. What else? Oh, good. I got the light. That's good. What else is going on? My girlfriend texted me the other day that she was watching. She's like, "I'm watching Animal Hoarders. These people's house smells disgusting." I was like, "You could smell their house?" It's like, "Wow, the new HD TV is awesome." Hey, where's the mic stand? Oh my God, so quiet. I was gonna do like all my really offensive horrible jokes so that it was like, oh, it's gonna be quiet in here no matter what I do, so I might as well just do that. This is awkward. I should practice this. I'm gonna use my last 45 seconds practicing how to get this mic stand up. Okay, I'm done with that. Don't do drugs, kids. I realized it was time to stop tripping out on acid when I was running from the cops on acid. They weren't even chasing me. I like to bring up a guy that is the only guy who hosts open mic that does 45 minutes up top. Give it up to Cooper Rigo, everybody. Yes.
I'm working on I'm coming out to Dave Chappelle's record, man. I gotta get 4 hours. So we gotta do a half hour in between sets too. My bad. Freddy versus Jason in the octagon.
Yeah.
I think. Wait, Freddy? They couldn't fight like in an octagon, right? The only way they could fight is if Freddy attacks his dreams, right? But then if he goes to scratch, what's his name? Doesn't Jason have like an iron head? No. Like Ironhead Hayward, his head's like metal, isn't it?
It's like metal.
And he never dies.